Hello students, I am going to discuss the first chapter of mathematics of class 8 rational numbers. And in this chapter you have to learn about introduction regarding natural number, whole number, integers, rational numbers. Then you have to learn the properties of rational numbers. Then you have to represent the rational number on a real line. Then you have to find out the rational number between two given rational numbers. So lot of the properties and everything is related to rational numbers. It is quite interesting chapter and hope you have to enjoy. My dear student, regarding natural numbers, you know that natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. All the counting numbers are natural numbers and the counting number is represented by capital letter N. When these numbers included with 0, then it converts into whole numbers. So whole number is equal to 0 plus natural number. For example, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. All these numbers are known as whole numbers and it is denoted by capital letter W. Regarding integers, you know very well that all positive numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, and you know very well that all those numbers which is greater than 0 are known as positive numbers. 0 itself and negatives of these counting numbers or natural numbers group of these three, all positive numbers 0 and negatives of these positive numbers, inverse of these positive numbers or negatives of the natural number. That you have to say in different language, different way it has been named. Inverse of, because you know that you have to learn in the previous standard that inverse of plus 1 is minus 1. So it is also called inverse of 1, second one. 1 is positive, so it is these all numbers are known as inverse of positive numbers. Second one is it is also known as negatives of natural numbers, because natural numbers you know very well that 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on are natural numbers. So it is the way that you have to explain it. So group of all positive numbers 0 and negatives of this natural numbers, this group is known as integers. And my dear students, integers is denoted by either I or Z. Integer number can easily be explained with the help of number line. You have to draw the number line, mark 0 and you have to represent all such number with equal interval, and you know that all these numbers are integers. Which is greater than 0 are positive integers and which is less than 0 are negative integers. 0 is neither positive nor negative. My dear students, now let's forward rational numbers, which is quite interesting. The number which is in the form of A upon B, where B does not equal to 0 and A and B both are integers. Look at A and B, both are integers. My dear student, you have to just keep three things in mind. First one is rational number must be in the form of A upon B. Second, you have to put in the brain b does not equal to 0. And third, you have to keep in the mind that a and b both are integers. Now these integers either be positive or negative, and this is why there is a chance of two different types of rational numbers, either positive rational numbers or negative rational numbers. For example, several rational numbers are 2 is a rational number because it can be written as 2 upon 1, 1 upon 2 is a rational number, 3 upon 4 is a rational number, 5 upon 4 is a rational number, minus 3 upon 2 is a rational number, minus 7 upon 5 is a rational number. My dear students, all are rational numbers. It is due to that all satisfy these three conditions, because if you check in any one of the case, that you have to just see that minus 7 upon 5, this is in the form of a upon b. And when you write a upon b, then what it is meaning, I will actually when you write down a upon b, then a divided by b, and the result which is you get, you know very well that here a is dividend, b is divisor. Then what you have to get, actually quotient. So rational number is denoted by q, my dear. And here it is also known as, in case of fraction you have learned that it is also known as numerator. This is also known as denominator. So a is numerator, b is denominator. Now you have to just check that denominator cannot be 0, b cannot be equal to 0. It is due to that because we know that any number is divided by 0, then what is its result? Actually it is unlimited, undefined. So denominator cannot be 0, and both the numbers should be integers. And here you can just see in this case 7 upon 5, it is in the form of a upon b, because here a is equal to minus 7, b is equal to 5. Numerator is minus 7, denominator is 5, and b does not equal to 0. 5 you know that greater than 0, it cannot be equal to 0. And third one is a and b both must be positive integers, and you have to just check that minus 7 is also an integer and 5 is another integer. So both are integers. So it satisfies all these three conditions. So minus 7 upon 5 is known as an integer. So 7 upon 5 is a rational number. So you understand natural numbers, whole number, integers and rational numbers. Let's go further. Regarding closure property for any two whole numbers, you know very well that if you add a and b, if a and b are two whole numbers, then you know that the result c is get, that is also a whole number. So a minus b subtraction of two whole numbers, you know that it may or may not, it is not closed under, in all the cases it cannot be a closure properties. So maybe a whole number. Similarly, in the case of multiplication of two whole numbers, you know that it must be a whole number, and if a divided by b, then may be a whole number. Actually, these properties govern under closure properties. For example, you just get 8 plus 4, 8 and 4 both are whole numbers, and its result is 12. and that is another whole number. 8 multiplied by 4 and it is 32, actually whole numbers. But in the case of subtraction and division, if you check 8 minus 4, that is 4 a whole number, but 4 minus 8 minus 4, it does not a whole number. So may or may not, it depends upon that what number has been taken. Similarly, in the case of division, if you check 8 divided by 4, what is the result? 2 is another whole number. But if 4 divided by 8, then you have just checked in the case of 1 upon 2, and it is not a whole number, it is a rational number. So you have learned in the previous standard regarding closure properties of whole numbers, that it govern or closed for addition and multiplication. For any two integers a and b, actually closure property closed under or a plus b, a minus b, a multiplied by b and a divided by b. In all the cases, it must be an integer. In all the cases, it must be an integer. But there is only one case where you may contradict, that is division. That it may be possible that 1 divided by 2, that 1 by 2, this is not an integer. It is a rational number. So my dear students, in all other cases, you have to just check that addition of two integers must be an integer, subtraction of two integers, multiplication of two integers. In all such cases, it governs. But in the case of division, it may or may not follow the closure properties. For example, 4 plus 3, 7. 4 minus 3 is actually 1, or 3 minus 4 is equal to minus 1, and both 1 and minus 1 are integers. If you multiply 3 into 4, that is 12. 12 is also an integer. So it all closed for addition, subtraction and multiplication. My dear students, for any rational numbers regarding closure properties, for any two rational numbers a upon b and c upon d, in all such cases, addition, subtraction, multiplication or division, you must know that it is closed for closure property. In all the cases, either you do the addition of two rational numbers or subtraction or multiply or divide of two rational numbers, must be a rational numbers. You can just check by verifying several examples. But you have to just pay attention that in this case, in case of division, a upon b cannot equal to 0 or c upon d cannot be equal to 0, because this is the special case and it is not closed under for 0. So my dear students, you can take any examples, 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3, you have just see that 5 upon 6, you have to just see that 1 upon 2 is a rational number, 1 upon 3 another rational number, and final result is 5 upon 6 is another rational number. Similarly, you can just try for each and every one and you find a rational numbers. So I have just discussed about the closure property in this video, and in next one I will discuss some more properties of rational numbers. Thanks.